Okay, you can see the guy from the county is here doing the silt test for the septic tank. You see my face all scratched up? I have a scratch here and a scratch here and a scratch here. That's because Sika, when we sleep at night, when she wakes me up in the morning, she comes and she starts pawing at my face, and her nails are a little bit long. So it's going away. I have some antibiotic on. Today, I'm going to finish washing my white fence because when the builders come, and I have the fence guy that has to come in also and service the fence so that all the builders can come into that lot and not have to go around my house. So what I'm doing here today is I am making oxtail. I have never made oxtail before. I have it in here right now. It's just braising a little bit. I'm cooking down the wine. I'm exhausted. I cleaned 8 panels of fence in 2 hours yesterday, but I want to finish the entire side over there. It's super filthy. I'll show you when I go over there. And so I know I'm going to be super tired. When I come back from that, I have to take a shower and I'm going to be like super exhausted. Probably not get anything done other than any computer work later in the day. So I just want to make sure I want to have dinner on the crock pot so that when I come, I don't have to cook anything. Everything is done for me. The only thing I'll have to do like a salad or a vegetable. I'll probably have some broccoli with this as a side. I put it in here now, and then I'm going to put some rice and I'm going to cook it. This is my first time, by the way, eating oxtail. I actually bought these oxtail for Sika. So I thought, you know what, this is expensive. This was like $8. So I'm going to have a good meal today. I put a little bit extra stuff in there. I'm kind of doing it Cuban style where I put garlic powder, onion powder to give it lots of flavor. I put onions and garlic in here. I didn't use tomato paste. I used tomato sauce, just a little bit, only because I had a can that was opened. I used oregano, cilantro, and some wine that I had there that was open that I just used for cooking. I have this little thing from camping. I showed this once in my video. It says a half a cup of rice. I'm going to put it in this small crock pot, and that way I can cook the entire dinner in one pot. All right, so you can see I have the oxtail at the bottom, and on top I'm able to fit this little canteen with a half a cup of white rice. I close that up and now I can get on with my day. Come back, I'm gonna have some delicious food waiting for me. So this is me washing 3 acres of fence. I got up to the driveway, started at the driveway, I work my way this way. I'm doing this side now. See how dirty it is? Look, I just have this much more to go. This is how dirty the white fence gets. I don't know why it gets so dirty, but it does. I'm washing it by hand and bucket because there's no way I have an extension cord long enough for my pressure washer. But you know what? It's coming out good. I'm cleaning it with a little bit of bleach because it's solid on there, all that mildew. I had to put Sika inside the house because she was just making me delay. She wants to play. She wants to get under the fence. She wants to pull my pants and my arm to play with her, so I just had to get her in the house. I brought her out for a little bit, wet her down, let her run around, but I just want to get this done because I still have from the driveway over, that's 2 acres. I'm out here on my porch having breakfast, a real easy breakfast today because I made tuna salad and a little bit left over. So I'm eating with some crackers for breakfast. It's an unconventional breakfast, but every once in a while, I'm good with that. And I got my OJ over here. She's trying to eat my saltine. Look at this. She took the saltine from in here. And this one is going nuts over one. It's going to get jealous. I got to give her one. I better cover this. I better cover this because, man, these animals can attack. Wow. Since I have the camera turned around, here's my leftovers from yesterday. I like it with grapes, but I didn't have grapes, so I used dried cranberries, and it comes out so good. I put some cilantro, mayonnaise, celery fresh from my garden in here, and a little bit of onion. This is actually rotisserie chicken that I froze because I had leftovers. And some saltines, and it's pretty delicious for breakfast. Man, I'm sore. I was out there. I did that whole 1 acre by hand with a bucket. It took me 2 days to do that because I started mostly in the afternoon. You can see my scratches are getting better now because she jumps on me in the morning. I mean, she literally jumps on me. She'll actually sit on my back. She's like, wake up. She's cute. But I did start teaching her not to scratch my face anymore because she's way past that and I have to clip her nails today. Trying to beg again, and you didn't even finish the cracker. Oh no. Oh no. Not my chicken. Mm-mm. Look at that tail. I don't take no more crackers. You girls are greedy. You got a cracker sitting over there, crumbs all over the table, and you still want more of my crackers from there. Oh, she's coming over here to beg. And she wants the chicken. Get your hand out of my crackers. Sika knows there's a cracker. She just can't reach it. See what that? Oh, she got it. Not a good idea because I just taught her to take something from the table, but I know it's Saturday. What do you want? Hey, sit. Go down, sit. And you gotta be patient and wait. This was a coat that I always carried in my camper from Muffin. It was big on her, but it was better than nothing. So I remember I thought, let me try it on Sika, and she doesn't like it. She's trying to pull it off. And I think it's probably not gonna fit her when we go to Alaska because she does not like that. She's like, I am not Coke girl. Nope. She figured it out. She knows the Velcro's on that side. Look at this amazing, amazing. Where did it go? There it is. Isn't that awesome? It's so red. That is the sun going down at 5:45 here in Florida. Isn't that amazing? It's so red. If I put 20 things on my seat, I'm gonna come back and she's still gonna be on my seat. We shall see. I'm not even out of the car yet. Right here. Oh, was it because I put the armrest? It's always something. It's always something. Okay, sit over there nicely. Just sit down and we'll give you a treat, but you gotta be nice. I'm gonna drive now. Oh, guys, it is not easy dealing with the mentality of a dog. It's gonna be 7 months. Oh my gosh. She's just pooping me out, honestly. It's not her age so much as her size because she's so clumsy. She's such a big dog, but she's so clumsy. Little dogs are not like that. I mean, they're clumsy and stuff, but they're cute when they're clumsy. But this one could hurt you. She's bitten me a couple of times. I mean, not that she does it on purpose in an aggressive way. She's just playing around. Or she'll grab me to try to pull me away from the desk so that I can go play with her. And when she grabs me, she'll grab me and she'll keep going. I mean, it's just... You know, I'll tell her no, but man, she is stubborn sometimes. Let me tell you what's going on. This is I've been running around. All right, so I haven't talked about the company. You gotta be nice, you gotta sit still, you gotta be nice, okay? I haven't talked about the company that I'm using yet. I will do a review of this company because they came recommended to me through the website of a tiny house organization and that I had took a class with, okay? And I had called several companies that they work with, okay, but they're not working very professionally. I did go down to Kissimmee to make sure that everything was there, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, this company is, from what I saw, is mostly young people, and I wanted to invest my money in a tiny house community house, and I wanted to invest my money in, you know, a business that I thought I could help grow. And the case is, I signed my contract on October 11th. I put down $15,000 towards the build of my house. That's not all the money. I have 2 more payments to go. It's now February 2nd today, and I still don't have my house built because these people are in another county, and they did not tell me that their contractor was not licensed in my county, even though they knew the county I was in. So that was deceitful. Well, finally, I said, well, you know what? I'll stick it out with them. The holiday was coming up, and I knew everything was going to slow down. And I figured, okay, January, we'll get this done. Then all of a sudden, January, the first week of January, they come with the news story of the septic. No, I mean, I understand the city wanted that in the site plan, but as a contractor, they should have known this. And then he replies to me and says, well, I didn't know your county needed it when we presented the paperwork. Some counties, this is where it is. This is where it gets to me. He said some counties don't require that. Okay. Well, you should have asked the county, or you should have told me, because I could have asked the county back in December, and all of the septic stuff would have been done. So the entire month of January, I was running around with septic companies trying to figure out what I was going to do, because initially the site plan was set up that I was going to hook up the tiny house to my septic that's at the front of my property, the front of the yard. There is a procedure for that. You have to have an application and some paperwork done by a septic company to say that that is possible before the build, because that's the way my county is. So I called companies, and most companies that came out told me, they said, if you do that, you're going to have a lot of trouble, because you're going to have, it's so far away, you're going to have pumps to deal with. You know, pumps that actually pull the sewage into my tank, because it's so far away. Everybody said it's going to cost you about half as much to do that. And then you're going to have the continual problem of the pumps all the time. And then people are going to get annoyed. They said, you have the space, just do a septic tank. And yes, a septic tank is going to cost me about $4,500. But then I started thinking about what I want to do in the back of the property. So I thought, okay, it makes sense for me. I see how God is leading me through this, okay? So, because I wasn't thinking clearly and I didn't know. So I found a company who was going to do the work for me, and I presented the permits myself, because they do charge you for that. They charge you for going to do the permits for you. So I did all of that. I went to the county, I did all the paperwork with them. I got the site plan, the build plan. Then I had to have a person come out from the state to open holes in the lot to make sure that it was going to hold a septic tank. I don't know, it's called a site evaluation or something like that. So he came out and did that, and once the state comes out and does that, then they get the approval for the septic. Okay, so that's all been done. So now this week I said to them, okay, we're done with everything. The approval came in, I have the permit, I uploaded it to the website. What are we waiting for? They're requesting this other evaluation, okay, from engineering. So he uploads the paperwork with the septic, even though I already presented all of that in the paperwork that I did. This is what he's telling me. And then I said, you know what, let me go to the website and let me make some calls and see, because I'm going to have to start taking lead in this, because these people obviously, you know, they're not, I don't know if there is, because we're working from different county to different county. What is the situation? I want to give people the best review that I can, but honestly at this point it's starting not to look good, and I'm in the middle of this, and I'm $15,000 in the hole, and I don't want to have to go through a lawsuit, but I am prepared to hire an attorney at this point if that build doesn't start getting done this month, because my permit for the build expires in May. That property has to be done in May. If not, permits have to be resubmitted again, or paid, or I don't know what the procedure is at that point. I'm only looking from one step to the next. I'm not even looking into the future yet. This is where I'm going today. I'm running to the county clerk's office to file my notice of commencement and unity of title. And that should have been done in December. The county put it on the website because there's a permit portal that we can go to and find out what the county is requiring. They don't email you. They just put everything up there, and you have to go there and you have to see what they're requiring if you don't have the approval yet. So on the 4th of December, they said a letter of commencement and a unity of title have to be signed. The letter of commencement lets the public know that there is going to be a property built there. And number 2, the unity of title is going to lock my lots together, because what I own is 3 separate lots. I own 3 separate lots, and I could sell them individual. But if I build a house that's under 1,500 square feet on one of the lots on its own, right, not connected to the other house, then that lot, I have to sign it over and unite the 2 lots together. So that's what I had done Now, I didn't get that information from the contractor until the week of the 28th of December, even though the county posted it on the 4th online. I wasn't checking this stuff online because I didn't know. I was trusting the contractor that he was doing the right thing. And okay, so I run to the bank, I made an appointment, I got an appointment in, they didn't charge me, the notary, they signed everything, and I, right there from the bank, I went ahead and I emailed it over to them on the 28th of December. Today, it is February, and I am on my way to the county clerk's office to file this in the public records because it is the requirement, and it's been on there since the 4th, and it says very clearly that there's a task open on the portal. And you have to look at that, and if you don't understand what it is, you have to call the county. They are so nice. My county is not like the one in Fort Lauderdale and Broward County or Miami-Dade where my mom lives. Those people are annoying. You know, they cut you off. They're so, but this county that I am in is so nice, so pleasant, the people are, and they're so willing to help you with whatever you need, and they'll give you the phone numbers. They're not like, oh, look it up. No, they give you the phone numbers and everything. So I don't understand. I emailed him and I gave him the phone number to all of this stuff, and I said, look, I'm gonna call the engineering and find out what is going on with this thing that they told me about. And sure enough, this is what it is, that if the unity of title is not signed, they will not approve the site plan, because the site is now going to be, instead of 2 lots, it's going to be 1 lot. When I pay my taxes, I pay my taxes as 3 lots as 1, because that way I get homestead exemption for all 3 lots. If I was paying taxes as 1 lot, then the other 2 lots, I would not get the exemption for homesteading on those. So this is why in my survey I have it as 1 big thing, but in reality I could sell. Now that 1 lot on the other side that I'm not building on, in the future if I wanted to, I could sell that lot. It's empty and I could sell, or I could build on it. So this is why I am writing everything down, every procedure and step that I'm going through, because this way I am familiar with the process of building in my county, and I will be ahead of the game with the next lot that I plan to build on, whether it's next to my house or somewhere else. I am learning through all of this. I love my county for building because they are amazing. The people there really work well, and they're investing money into the offices there and bringing in more people, which is great, because my county is growing a lot, so it's great. So this is where I'm at in the process. I just wanted you guys to know, because some people might be thinking she's not doing nothing, she's not. No, I'm being held up, because this is what happens when you deal with contractors that are young. I don't have a problem if he says to me, look, I'm not sure about this, do you want to make a phone call? I don't have time, or I mean, it's going to take me a week or 2 before I get to this. I don't mind, because I know that ultimately all they're doing is building the house. Everything else I'm in charge of. I'm in charge of the electric. I mean, other than the panels, everything structurally in the house they have to do as far as electric. But getting the electric from the box to the house is my job. Getting the well to the house is my job. I have to hire a plumber. Getting the septic tank is my job, which I've already taken care of partially, because I still have to do the build. The septic doesn't go in until the end anyway. And anything else I'm doing. The only thing they're structurally doing is the foundation. They're doing the foundation for the house because they know what it needs. And that's the first thing they were waiting for. And then they build the house. So the other thing I have to do is take care of the fence also, because I need an opening there. So when the trucks come in, they're not driving in front of my house over my septic, and they're not going all around my property, all these cement trucks. They're actually going up to the property from the street. So this is why I need to know what is happening so that I can get with my fence guy. But I haven't gone with my fence guy because I don't want to open a fence yet until the actual build is going to go up and everything is approved. And the reason I'm so hook up about that is because this is a tiny house, and in my community, in my area, tiny houses are really not welcome. But this one supposedly is going to be okay because it is on a foundation. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go into the library. You'll hear more about me throughout the day as I continue to talk to you about this process. I told you I was going to bring you through this whole process. So I'm going to leave Sika here. I'm going to run into the library because I'd ordered a book and they have it there for me. And I'm going to go get my book. Sure enough, my Sika girl was sitting on my seat when I got back. She has a bad habit now of barking because it's getting attention. She has a really strong bark. And I celebrate it when she barks. So anyway, I got this book from the library. It was recommended. They said the reviews are really good on this, and I like reading sometimes dog books. I'm not writing a dog book, but doesn't mean that I won't be doing something with that in my novel in the future. So anyway, I'm off now to the county clerk's office. Sika is being a good girl right now. She was a little nuts when I got back. She was barking actually. Oh, where's your treats? Oh, I put them in here. She was barking when I went into the library, which I'm surprised about because now she's starting to do that a lot. She likes it when I park where she can see me, I guess, kind of walk off. But if I park towards a wall or something and she sits here, she doesn't see me. She sees me go to the back. She'll run to the back seat and look over and see if she can see me, but she doesn't see me. I think that's what happens. She's starting to get that separation anxiety because we have been together since the very day I have brought her home. We have not been apart. She goes everywhere with me. When I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. She's in the car. And the reason I do that is because I want her to get used to parking lots. I want her to get used to hearing people and noises in parking lots. I want her to get used to potty because she has a lot of anxiety issues, lots of anxiety issues. I need her to start getting over those things. So this is why she's always with me. And now she's actually able to sit up in my seat and look out the window and see me walk away, versus before she thought that I was, like we were at the house and I was like maybe went in the house or something. But now she actually sees me walking away. But she's also seeing the other people at the parking lots, which is a good thing because she's kind of getting a feel for that. Start to get a feel for the parking lot, what happens, the noises, the sounds, and doesn't bark. Barking at people in parking lots and things like that, unless it's something that somebody's coming towards us, it's not acceptable for her to be barking for nothing. So this is an issue that I'm having with her now that I'm trying to correct. This little small one, she's gonna enjoy that. And I will see you guys later. All right, so that went really good. I love this building that my county has put in. There's the clerk of the courts, where usually you would do this stuff in, but the courthouse is taken up by so many offices now. Now they've actually purchased or rented a separate building within the county where you just go to do the clerk of the county stuff. I'm on my way to the permitting office to bring her those documents that have been stamped. They are now public on the county records, and I have to bring it to the girl I spoke to yesterday because they've been waiting since December 4th for that document, and she said if you bring it, I could probably walk it through really quickly over to the back room so that it's been sitting there for a while, this pending task, and hopefully we won't have any more issues with this build. I'm just gonna throw my trash out here at Walmart because I don't have trash service at my house. I'll be right back. Gosh, she gets in my seat again. I'm on my way now to the permitting office. I was gonna be in the clear, but evidently I am not. I had just come from the clerk's office and I have to go back to get an amendment because when I had the unity of title notarized, there was a third page that was missing, but it doesn't say page 1 of 3. It just says 1 and 2. Page 3 is actually the legal description of the property with the keys from the tax assessor's office, and that page was missing, and she had made a copy, and she says we can't do anything with it because that has to be in the public records as well. So I have to go back and have her amended. I'm gonna go get lunch from Panda Express up the road, and then I'm gonna take care of all of that, fill in the form, go back to the county, Sika's excited. She smells it. The thing that I always have a little cooler with me. Actually, I had her Kong toys in there, but she already ate them both and they melted because it's pretty warm today. So I'm gonna put my food there. We're gonna head off to the park now, which is just a few blocks from the county's office for the annex, so I can fill in my form and call the tax assessor's office for another piece of information that I need to fill in that form. So I'll take her there so that she can walk around, even though she already took her potty break at the zoning office because they have a lot of grass there. But I'm gonna get her out for a little bit to walk. She's gonna be super excited to try Panda Express today. I know she's gonna love it. Pulled into this park that's here in my town because I want to take Sika for a little bit of a walk. This is the first time Sika's gonna go to a park, and I'm prepared for this. It's gonna be her first time, and we'll see how she handles it, and then I'll come back and reward her with lunch. A guy's saying this is pretty cozy. Stop licking my... Stop licking that. Nope, don't lick my food. This is pretty good. I gotta say, this is pretty cozy. I brought out my folding table. And, hey, that tongue is getting too long. Just trying to go for it. It ain't gonna work, though. I love this stuff. She likes it. We're almost done. Good girl. I'm gonna let her eat that. She's a good girl. I did notice there's a lot of people that come here at lunchtime to eat their lunch from the city, like inspectors in the building department. I see the truck sitting around there. When I came in, I also saw some others. So I guess people who are working in their cars, they can... Sika, no. That's my cookie. You done? Yeah, there's a woman that she had a little chihuahua. She's getting in her car, and Sika saw her and started barking at her. But that's what I have to teach her, is she can't do that, and she's starting to do that a lot now lately. She's getting very protective of me. No bark, no bark, no bark. And I don't mind she doing it at home, but from the car, unless it's something threatening, she can't be doing that. I think I'm going to try doing this at least once every week, is bringing her to the park. And maybe run my errands on Fridays so that we can come to the park, maybe have some lunch or something, and just kind of get a feel for it. I'd love to open my door, but I know she's not ready to have the door open. So I do have the door closed. I'm closed, but I have my windows open. It's nice and private in here because my windows are dark. And I brought out this little table that folds. I keep it in the back. So I had my lunch here, really comfortable. Now I'm going to fill out my forms, and then I'm going to take her for a walk. And yeah, it's been a really nice day despite all of the issues I'm having. No. It says your best investment is in yourself. What do you think, Sika? I think the best investment we can do is do this stuff ourselves, because this contractor is not working for us. What a ripoff. Man, what I have witnessed today is cruel and inhumane. Okay, so that last piece of paper that was not included in the original filing of the public records, guess what? I had to pay all over again. That $28 that I paid this morning, 27 of that was just a waste, a total waste of my money, because they made me pay the entire amount again, even though I was there this morning and did that. They could have just verified it. No, they totally made me pay the whole amount again, because it's all got to be put in at one time. So this whole thing cost me almost $60 just to file these two papers. It shouldn't have cost me that much. It's already 3 in the afternoon. You know, they probably close in about an hour. I'm not driving all the way back over there, so I'm going to have to upload it online and email it to them. So she gave me the business card. She said, just email it to us so we can watch for it and want to walk it through. So, you know, I know my county is pretty good with all of that, but man, I'm just blown away how they just like charge you like again the whole amount. Where does all this money, this corruption of money is sick. It's really twisted, and I'm just disgusted. disgusted with this whole, everything that has to do with the government is so corrupt. So corrupt. Like, I was there this morning. Why can't you just charge me for the one extra page? It's not an attached page. I mean, it goes with the group. Why can't we just put that one in there? It's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. I told you she was going to get in my chair. She always does that. I go outside and she comes and she sits on my chair. I can't put her in drive because she's, whoa. I'm going to leave her because she's had a long day today, man. We've been out super long time today. She's a really good dog. She doesn't chew my stuff up. She's so patient and she waits for me. She gets on my nerves sometimes with the biting stuff, man. My arms sometimes. This one I'm more careful with because this is where I had my surgery. She's a good dog. Considering she's going to be 7 months next week, actually. She's really very loving, that's for sure. All right, we're home, Sika. You happy to be home? I didn't even get to go to Walmart or anything today. Usually, like, I'll run some errands when I'm out, but there's so much running around to get the stuff done today on a Friday that I did not get to go to the store, but that's okay. All right, Sika. Guess what? We're home. I'm so glad to be home. I just posted a video when I got home, but I also uploaded, well, I tried to upload, something happened with my internet, so I emailed the paperwork over to the county because she gave me the card and she said you can always email it to us. I'll try to upload it over the weekend. My internet sometimes go out. I just want to show you, I didn't show you how I make it. It's really simple. I'll just put in the description box a recipe. This is a mud cake. It's a chocolate brownie style mud cake. And when I have a rough day, I make this in like 5 minutes. It is so delicious. I don't know why people buy them in the store. Because if you have flour, you have sugar, you have cocoa powder. I like to put marshmallows in it. I put some chocolate chips in it. And now I'm going to put some walnuts. This is my mud cake. It's a one-person cake. It's like a brownie cake. I put chocolate chips in it, marshmallows, and the walnuts. When you put the walnuts in, always do it after you come out of the microwave. This is my indulgence, and I deserve it today. I dealt with a lot today, but can't complain. I had Panda Express, and now I'm going to have some dessert. And if I get hungry later, I'll just have a salad. I have a lot of kale in the garden that I'll just go get. I make it in 1:30 is what I make it. It's so decadent. Look at that. So rich, and it's so gooey with the marshmallows. It's so good. But you can't have any, no, because that's chocolate. Looking for the bird? She's up on the tree. She's singing to us, Sika. Oh.